everyone, it's iTalkApple, and in this video I'm going to show you a bunch of tips. Most of them are for lion only, but some of them are for leopard and snow leopard. And these are Mac tips that I think are useful. Some of them are new because they're lion, and then I just hope that this video will help you guys, obviously. So let's just get started with some typing tips. So I'm going to open TextEdit, and in Lion, as you guys probably know by now, Apple added the infamous autocorrect feature that you find on iOS devices. So if I spell the incorrectly, it will automatically change it to the correct spelling. This works with other words, like if I misspell passion, corrects it to passion with 2 S's. Same with command, autocorrect. So whenever something's been auto-corrected, you'll see a blue line underneath it until you type the next word. See, if I type a letter, the blue line disappears. So that's the first thing. It's not really a tip, it's just like a just so you know type thing. Anyway, the next thing is a tip. So if I'm typing a word, okay, let's say I'm typing compassion, and I'm like, I don't know how this ends. It looks like compass right now. Anyway, let's say for some reason, I don't know if it's ION or if it's just like ON, which would be pathetic, by the way. You can bring up the list of like autocomplete words by hitting F5, or if F5 is programmed for some other function on your computer, then you can hit Option Escape. So now we see the option. So right here is compassion. It's like, oh, so that's how you spell it. So you can click that and then type the space bar and continue typing. So yeah, that's the other tip. So just remember, if you've typed part of a word, hit Option Escape, and you'll see a list of words that start with HI or whatever you've already typed. And the next tip also still has to do with typing. Open up System Preferences, go to Language and Text, and hit Text. Well, here's where you can turn off the autocorrect spelling feature with this checkbox, but we're going to focus on the symbol and text substitution. So this feature has been around for a while. You can add, like, I guess a shortcut for like a phrase that you use often and make it so it automatically substitutes that, I guess, combination of letters with the actual phrase. So for example, you've got parentheses, C parentheses replaces with the copyright symbol automatically. We can add like BRB and make it so it automatically replaces with be right back. So now if I go back to the TextEdit window and I type BRB, it automatically goes to be right back. The next couple of tips have to do with Spotlight. Spotlight is this little magnifying glass, and it's a nice feature in macOS 10 where you can search for files, or you can search through your like web history, or for an application to launch. It's useful. So I can go here to this Mac Themes Forum document thing. It's actually a web page, and you can scroll through that web page. It's actually interactive, so if I type Mac Stories, top hit is the website macstories.com, and if I hover over that, I can scroll through the web page, and I can even click on a specific post from that web page, and it will open Safari and load that post that I clicked on. And I think that's a really cool feature, and it's useful too. It's also, of course, useful if you're looking for a document, so I'll type history because I've got lots of history documents here. So if I hover over a document, I can scroll through it and check if that's the right document that I'm looking for. You can do it with PDFs. It's useful. And then the other thing that's new in Spotlight is you can make copies of files directly from the Spotlight search. So okay, so how appealing Gatsby's Part. This was just a short little writing exercise. So I can drag this document to my desktop, and this is a copy of a document. It didn't move the file, just made a copy on my desktop. So those are a couple of interesting Spotlight tips. The next tip has to do with window resizing. So let's see, I'll open TextEdit again. One of the new features in Lion is that you can resize a window from any part of the window. Believe it or not, in previous versions of macOS 10, you actually could only resize a window from the bottom right-hand corner, like so. But now you can do it from every place. But that's not what the tip is. The tip is that if you hold down Option while you drag part of the window, it actually drags the side opposite from the side that you're dragging as well, while the other two sides remain stationary. So that's cool. And then another thing is that if you hold down Shift while dragging a side, it will drag all sides except for the side opposite of the side that you are dragging. I know that sounds confusing, but as you can see, I'm dragging the right side of the window, and the bottom is moving down, the top is moving up, and at the same time, the left-hand side of the window is not moving outwards at all. The next two tips have to do with mission control. So I'm going to open some windows. If we go to mission control, as you can see, we've got all of our windows that are open on this desktop, and the windows, well, they're sorted by application. So my Finder windows are in one area and my Safari windows are in another area. The tip is that if you hover over a window with your cursor, you can see with the blue selection here, and press the spacebar, it will magnify that window. So it's sort of like a quick look type thing. So this is useful if you're going to a window that's in the back of a cluster of windows, like this MacStories window. It's like, what was on MacStories again? Oh, this is what was on MacStories. And it's also useful if you've got a ton of windows open, because the more windows that you have open, the smaller each cluster will become, and it'll be harder to tell what's on that window. So the spacebar thing is a useful shortcut. And then the other thing is, if you hover over a cluster of windows from an application, like these Safari windows, and then scroll up with your trackpad or your mouse, it will bring that cluster into focus and spread them out a bit. And then from there you can still quick look anything that you want. And then you can scroll back down and up and down, etc. So hopefully you can kind of see the advantage to doing that. Another tip that I just learned actually from the Creative Ones video, I'll have a link to his video down below because it's actually about some of his favorite keyboard shortcuts, has to do with quickly accessing system preference panes. So if you hold down Option and hit your volume key, it will automatically open up the system preference pane for sound. You can do the same type of thing with Option and then like your expose key, or I'm sorry, mission control. It's not called expose anymore. It opens up your mission control preferences. So that's just a really quick way to open up preference panes for specific well, features, I guess. And I just learned about that one yesterday. And the final tip that I want to show you has to do with Launchpad. So look at my wallpaper now. You can see what it is. So if I open up Launchpad, you can see that it blurs my wallpaper as the Launchpad icons come into focus. So you can actually adjust the way that the backdrop looks on Launchpad by hitting Command B, and you can see it just changed it to grayscale, but the wallpaper is not blurred. And then I can hit Command B again, and now it's black and white and it's blurred. And then if I hit Command B again, this is just the regular wallpaper, not blurred. I actually like it the best when it's by its default, when it's just a blurred version of your wallpaper. But in case you want to tweak it, that's a way you can do it. And I think that's a neat little tip as well. So that's it for this video. Just a few Mac tips. Hopefully you learned something useful. If not, sorry about wasting your time. What else do I have to say? Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/italkapple. since I don't make videos that often this year because I'm really busy with school, I try to tweet a lot, so hopefully that kind of makes up for it. I like to tweet, well, I guess what's going on with me, but then I also like to tweet like articles that I find interesting on the web and stuff. So check that out and follow me if you haven't yet. And I also often ask for video suggestions on Twitter and stuff like that. So yeah, if you enjoy that sort of thing. And I also have a blog. It's italkapple.tumblr.com. Follow me there. Yeah, I post pictures and I guess just like some thoughts that I have, opinions, stuff that's too short for YouTube but too long for Twitter, I guess. And that's really all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching this video and have a good day wherever you are.